Everyone in my family believed I was the lucky one. Whenever someone admired the beautiful beachfront resort I owned on the Gulf Coast of Florida, my mother would smile proudly and say, "Olivia never had to struggle." Grandpa handed everything to her. Every single time she said those words, I wanted to laugh. Lucky? There was nothing lucky about waking up at 4 every morning to inspect guest rooms before the housekeeping staff arrived. Nothing lucky about working through hurricanes to protect the property while everyone else evacuated. Nothing lucky about spending my 20s repairing roofs, negotiating with contractors, balancing payroll, comforting upset guests, and learning every inch of the business from the ground up. My grandfather, William Harper, had indeed left me the resort after he passed away, but people never understood why. They assumed he simply favored me. The truth was very different. When I was 16, Grandpa began teaching me the business. While my friends were spending summers at beaches, I was cleaning hotel rooms, carrying luggage, washing dishes in the restaurant, helping the maintenance crew repair plumbing, and sitting beside him during business meetings. He used to tell me, "A person should never own a business they don't understand." For 12 years, I learned every department. When Grandpa became ill, I practically lived at the resort. After his death, the attorneys opened his will. He hadn't left the resort to me because I was family. He left it to me because I had earned it. My younger sister, Vanessa Harper, wasn't happy. She hadn't visited Grandpa in years, except on holidays. She had no interest in the resort until she heard how much it was worth. She immediately asked our attorney whether the will could be challenged. It couldn't. The will was airtight. After that, Vanessa acted friendly for several years. At least, that's what I believed. Everything changed when she became engaged to Nathan Brooks. Nath. And looked successful. Designer suits, luxury watches, sports cars, 5-star restaurants. He introduced himself as an entrepreneur who specialized in real estate investments. Later, I discovered he owned almost nothing. The cars were leased. The expensive apartment was rented. Most of his designer clothes had been bought using credit. His company existed mostly on social media. Still, my mother adored him. She constantly compared us. Nathan is ambitious. Nathan thinks big. You should let him help you expand the resort. Every conversation somehow returned to my business. At first, Nathan only asked casual questions. How much revenue does the resort make? How many acres does it cover? Do you own the land outright? Are there investors? What happens if you get married? I answered politely without revealing too much. Looking back, I realized he wasn't making conversation. He was gathering information. A few months before their wedding, Vanessa asked if she and Nathan could spend a weekend at the resort to relax before all the wedding planning. I agreed. Family was family. I upgraded them to the presidential suite without charging a single dollar. The first evening, Nathan insisted we have dinner together overlooking the ocean. Halfway through the meal, he leaned back in his chair and smiled. "I've been thinking." "About what?" I asked. "The future." Vanessa reached across the table and squeezed his hand. Nathan looked directly at me. "You know, it doesn't really make sense that you own something this valuable all by yourself." I thought he was joking. "I beg your pardon?" He smiled again. "You inherited it." I nodded. "So, you didn't actually build it?" I stared at him. "I spent 12 years helping build this business." He shrugged. "But Grandpa gave it to you." Then he said the sentence that changed everything. "Honestly, you're just the lucky one." I felt my patience disappear. Nathan continued talking as though he were discussing the weather. "Vanessa and I have big plans. We want to expand into luxury hospitality. Instead of running everything yourself, why don't you transfer ownership to Vanessa? We're family. We'll all benefit." I laughed because I honestly believed he couldn't be serious. He wasn't laughing. Vanessa wasn't laughing either. Neither was my mother. She quietly said, "It would be a wonderful wedding gift." I looked around the table in disbelief. "You expect me to give away a business worth over $30 million? Nathan nodded confidently. "Exactly." I stood up. "Dinner is over." They left the next morning. For several weeks, nobody contacted me. I assumed they had finally accepted reality. Then my attorney called. "Olivia, I need you to come into the office immediately." His voice sounded unusually serious. Within an hour, I was sitting across from him. He slid several documents across T. He desk. "Do you recognize these?" They appeared to be ownership transfer forms. According to the paperwork, I had voluntarily transferred the entire resort to Vanessa as a wedding gift. There was only one problem. I had never signed anything. My signature had been forged. I felt sick. My attorney had already contacted county officials. The transfer had been rejected because one employee noticed inconsistencies in the notarization. Had that employee overlooked the mistake, I might have lost control of the resort before discovering the fraud. The police immediately opened an investigation. Security cameras from the county office showed Nathan entering the building the day before the documents were submitted. The notary stamp had been stolen. The signatures were fake. The witnesses didn't exist. The entire transfer was fraudulent. Instead of apologizing, my mother called me. "You're making this much bigger than it needs to be. They tried stealing my business. It was probably just a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding doesn't involve forged legal documents." Then she shocked me. "Don't destroy Vanessa's future over paperwork." Paperwork? Someone had attempted to steal everything my grandfather had built. I refused to withdraw the police report. A month later, I traveled to Las Vegas for a hospitality conference. During the second evening of the conference, my general manager called. "You need to come home." "What happened?" "Your family is throwing Vanessa's engagement party." "At the resort?" "Yes." "I never approved that. They told everyone you donated the property as a wedding gift." I immediately checked the resort's social media pages. Hundreds of guests had already arrived. Luxury decorations covered the ballroom. Fireworks were being prepared. Live musicians were performing. Alcohol was flowing. Nathan was introducing himself to guests as the new owner. He had even hung banners reading, "Future owners of Harper Shores Resort." I was furious. I instructed my general manager to lock down every private area immediately. Security politely informed guests the event was unauthorized. Nathan screamed at employees. Vanessa cried dramatically. My mother accused the staff of humiliating the family. The local police arrived. Everyone was escorted off the property. Videos of the incident spread across social media within hours. Nathan blamed me publicly. A week later, I received court papers. Vanessa, Nathan, and my own mother were suing me. They claimed I had ruined their wedding, damaged their reputations, caused emotional distress, and intentionally embarrassed them in front of hundreds of guests. They demanded nearly $5 million. My attorney smiled when he read the complaint. This is the biggest mistake they've made. During the discovery process, every phone message, email, bank record, and text conversation became evidence. That's when the truth exploded. Investigators recovered deleted messages between Vanessa and Nathan. One message read, "Once we get ownership, we'll refinance the property, pull out millions in equity, and sell it before Olivia can challenge anything." Another message from Vanessa said, "Mom will pressure her. She always gives in eventually." Nathan replied, "If that fails, we'll make her spend years fighting us in court." Those messages destroyed their entire case. Then investigators uncovered something even worse. Nathan had forged my signature on multiple practice documents before creating the final ownership papers. A print shop confirmed he personally ordered fake legal forms. The county clerk identified him from surveillance footage. The criminal investigation expanded rapidly. I filed a countersuit. Fraud, forgery, civil conspiracy, business interference, trespassing, defamation, unauthorized commercial use. The trial lasted nearly 3 weeks. Every lie collapsed under evidence. Former employees testified. Financial experts testified. Digital forensic specialists recovered deleted files. Security footage showed Nathan directing decorators around the resort while claiming ownership. Vanessa admitted she knew the transfer documents existed before they were filed. My mother admitted she had encouraged me to just sign everything. The judge listened quietly throughout the proceedings. When the verdict finally arrived, the courtroom was silent. Nathan was found liable for fraud, forgery, conspiracy, and multiple civil violations. Vanessa was held responsible for knowingly participating in the scheme. My mother was found liable for assisting and encouraging the fraudulent actions. The court awarded me millions in damages, legal costs, lost business revenue, and punitive compensation. Nathan also faced criminal charges related to document fraud. Within months, everything they had built on lies collapsed. Nathan declared bankruptcy. His fake business disappeared. Vanessa's wedding was canceled. Their apartment was repossessed after they fell behind on payments. Luxury cars were returned to the dealerships. My mother sold her house trying to cover legal expenses, but it wasn't enough. One rainy afternoon, almost 2 years later, I was walking through the resort gardens when I saw my mother sitting alone on a bench overlooking the ocean. She looked older than I remembered. For several minutes, neither of us spoke. Finally, she whispered, "I should have believed in you." I looked at the waves crashing against the shore. "I never wanted your money," she continued. "I only wanted both my daughters to be happy." I turned toward her. "No," I said quietly. "You wanted one daughter to sacrifice everything so the other would never have to earn anything." She lowered her head. There was nothing else to say. I walked back toward the resort my grandfather had trusted me to protect. People still call me lucky. They see the ocean views, the elegant suites, and the successful business. They never see the years of sacrifice, sleepless nights, impossible decisions, or the strength it took to stand against my own family. Because the truth is simple. Luck may open a door, but integrity, hard work, and courage are what keep it open.